Hello students, myself Rajesh Kumar Sharma from USAI Gorakhpur. In this video we will discuss for class 11th the very first chapter, the living word, and this is second video for class 11th. The topic you will discuss, that is biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Bio means living organism. Diversity means different kind of organism or different things. Then biodiversity means different kind of living organism. And biodiversity is a comparative term. What does it mean? It means if we compare two places like our home, compare with agriculture field or grassland or forest, then where we will found more number of living organism? Think. Certainly agricultural field, grassland or forest have more number of living organism as compared to our homes. Means wherever there is more number of species, there is more diversity or more biodiversity. Let us see here. Biodiversity. Biodiversity refers to number and type of organism present on earth. Each different kind of organism represent a species. In case of our country, UNESCO recognized two hotspots for biodiversity, and these two places are Eastern Himalayas and second one, that is Western Ghat. Don't be confused. Eastern Himalayas first one and second one Western Ghat in India. These are two biodiversity hotspots in case of India. Here the number of species are more as compared to other part of Indian areas. Okay. This is biodiversity. Next topic, identification. Identification means how to identify a new species, either it is an animal or plant. Identification is to determine the correct place of an organism in a previously established plan of classification. The characteristic feature of various parts of an organism are compared with those of the already known species to determine their similarity and differences, and to assign it to a particular group, means to identify and compare with similar organism and keeping in that particular group, that is identification. Nomenclature, as we know, in the word for a single species there are different local names, and this may differ from one place to another place. Okay, you can see in only in India, in one state like UP, here the onion in Hindi known as pyaz, whereas in Maharashtra it is known as kanda, and in different states the same onion is known by different names. Because of this reason, a single international naming is necessary for rationalizing the name of a single species, so that nobody can become confused. Let us see here. It is not possible to identify the enormous number of organisms based on their common vernacular names. Hence, scientific names are given to them. The scientific names ensure that each organism has only one name. Description of an organism. The scientific names ensure that each organism has only one name. Description of an organism should enable the people of any part of the world to arrive at the same name. Such a name has not been used for any other known organism. Means the scientific name should be only one for a specific species. That makes clarity in knowing or naming the organism, either plant or animal. Binomial nomenclature. This method of nomenclature was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. Actually, the name was Carl von Linnaeus, and when he introduced binomial nomenclature, he changed in a binomial system, that is Carolus Linnaeus. It is a method in which every organism is given a scientific name which has two parts. The first is the name of the genus, that is generic name, and the second is the name of the species, that is specific epithet. Example, Magnifera indica, that is for mango. Homo sapiens for human beings. Felis domestica, that is for cat. Panthera leo, that is for lion. Panthera tigris, that is for tiger. Lycopersicum esculentum, that is for tomato. So many things. Next, guidelines. Guidelines are principle for nomenclature. The rules of nomenclature are provided in the International Code of Botanical Nomenclature ICBN for plants and in the International Code of Geological Nomenclature for animals. These two bodies are responsible for naming the plant and animals. Classification. As we know, the biological organisms are millions in number, and if we try to study one by one, it is nearly impossible to study each and every living organism present on the earth. To make our study easy, for this reason classification has been done. Let us see here. Classification. It is nearly impossible to study all the living organism, but classification makes possible the scientific study of such a wide variety of organisms. Organisms are grouped into categories called taxa, and representative from each taxon is studied. Means if we group organism in different categories, and if we study a single representative of that group, then we are able to know about the other organism of a group. So it makes easy to know about the organism easily. Taxonomy and systematics. Taxonomy of organism is based on the knowledge of following. First one, external form and structure or morphology. Next, internal structure, anatomy. Next, cell structure or cytology. Next, developmental processes like embryology. Remains of past organism, fossils, and ecological relationship. Thus, characterization, identification, nomenclature, and classification are the processes that are basic to taxonomy. The word systematics is derived from the Latin word that is systema, which means the systematic arrangement of organism. Next, taxonomic hierarchy. Taxonomic hierarchy means from simple to complex, or from higher to lower group. See here, first we group the biological organism in kingdom, that is biological organism kingdom. Then if we go through from higher to lower, then kingdom, phylum or division, class, then order, then family, then genus, then species. And the reverse is from species, then genus, then family, then order, then class, then division, and phylum and kingdom. And see, at lower level, means at species level, the number of similarities between two individuals are more as compared to higher level. If we go from lower level to higher level, then the similarities becomes decreasing, and from higher level to lower level, if we go through from higher level means kingdom to species, then the number of similarities become increasing. Let us see here. It is the framework in which taxonomic groups taxa are arranged in a definite order from higher to lower categories. Species is the basic unit. Kingdom is the highest category unit in the classification. In plants, in plant kingdom, division is category equivalent to phylum of animal kingdom. All the members of a taxon have similar characteristics which are different from that of other taxa. Higher the category, lesser will be the number of similar characteristic features. As I told earlier, higher the category, lesser will be the number of similar characteristics of organism belonging to that category. Taxonomic hierarchy of a few organisms. Kingdom, taxa, mango man. देखिए here two species, that is mango and man. Kingdom plantae, man, that belongs to animal kingdom or animalia. Phylum or division, angiosperm. Chordata, class Dicotyledone, mammal or mammalia. Order Sapendalis, primata, primates. Family Anacardiaceae, hominidae. Genus Mangifera, Homo. Species Indica or Sapiens in case of man. Next, taxonomic aids. What is the meaning of taxonomic? Taxonomic aids are those aids which help in identifying the organism or which help in identification of an living organism. Let us see here. All those collections of actual live specimen or preserved specimen which help in the identification or verification of a species are called taxonomic aids. Some of them are as follows. First one, herbarium. A herbarium is defined as a collection of plants that have been dried, pressed, and preserved on paper sheets. These sheets are arranged in accordance with any accepted classification system. They form a repository for future use, means we can reference from these herbariums to identify a plant. They also serve as a quick referral systems for taxonomic studies. Next, botanical gardens. These are specialized gardens that have collection of living plants maintained for reference. That is, they are meant for identification and classification of new plants. These are considered as natural and economical reference system. Next one, museum. Museum are those places which have collection of preserved animals and plants for taxonomic studies. Means either live or dead organisms are preserved here. The organisms are exhibited in following manner. The plant and animal specimens are kept in chemical solutions and are preserved for longer duration. Plants and animal specimens may also be preserved as dry specimens. Insects are preserved in insect boxes. The collected insects are dried and pinned these boxes. Larger animals like bird and mammals are usually preserved as stuffed specimen. Skeleton of animal are also collected in museums. Means in museum we can scientists preserve the dead bodies or dead plants and animals or whole plant and whole animals body in chemicals which help in identifying the animal or plant or living organism. Next, zoological parks. These are places where wild animals are protected under human care and are provided with conditions very similar to their natural habitats. Next, keys. Keys are help in identifying or verifying the plant and animals, and the main features of a particular group are given in that, which makes easy to identify plant or animal easily. Let us see here. A key is an analytical scheme for identification of plant and animal based on the similarities and differences. The keys are based on the contrasting characters generally given in a pair called couplets. Each statement in key is called a lead. Separate keys are needed for each taxonomic categories or taxon. What is taxon? Taxon is a unit of classification at any level, means from species to kingdom. Taxon is a unit of classification at any rank either species up to kingdom level. Monograph. Monograph given a comprehensive account of complete compilation of available information of any one family or genus at a time. Manuals. Manuals contain compiled information about the particular area, key descriptions of families, genus and species. Flora. What is flora? A flora contains actual description of habitat and distribution of plant species in a given area, and similar to another term, that is fauna, 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 that is for animals. This is all about first chapter. In our next video we will deal next topic. Thank you.